Namaskar, friends. Welcome to Export, Import, Supply Chain and Custom. And today in this session, we will cover job responsibility of the executive export, import, shipping. So the company is manufacturing and location is Delhi. So you can see on the screen some job description regarding that. Okay, and we will try to understand this job responsibility. Okay, if you receive such kind of job responsibility by through mail or call, then you can answer the same. Okay, and you can face the interview. So let's start. This is the detail regarding the job experience need for the 4 year. So the main topic is role and responsibility. So we will try to understand role and responsibility in this module, and this is the first module of the session, and we will cover the second session in the next module. Okay. So the role and responsibility. The role and responsibility is maintaining record for the shipment schedule. Okay. So here the person who are just assigning this job are want to willing the job and he is able to get the job, then the person will responsible for maintaining record for the shipment schedule. Okay, so here main important thing is shipment schedule. So timing of the dispatch from the factory need to maintain. Okay, so these are the basic things where the shipment schedule can be recorded. So first, once we receive order, we can maintain the date of receiving order. Then dispatch the goods from factory, you can mention the date of this. Then custom clearance to the shipment sale on the ship. So this SOB date, then final, then port of discharge and final destination. So you can maintain the shipment schedule. Okay, then logistic coordination with logistic companies. Okay, the second job responsibility is logistics coordination with the logistic companies. Okay, so like you are assigned a job for the export import shipping, then you have to maintain the transportation, means that movement of the goods from factory to destination. So in such cases, you need to be coordinate the logistic companies. So what logistic company will do? They provide the service for the transportation, okay, warehousing service, custom clearance, okay, and shipping container booking service. Okay, so these logistic companies will provide the help. Okay, so we will try to understand how will procedure will happen. Okay, so just for example, you have to dispatch the goods. Okay, and you are assigning the responsibility of the dispatch goods from India to Mexico, right? So in these cases, you have to understand first thing that where your custom shipment will be examination, which should be nearest to the factory. So if any problems comes in custom clearance, then you can answer the query of the inspector at the custom level. Okay, so you need to select the custom ICDs, nearest ICD, then port of loading. Okay, so these things need to be take care. In such cases, logistic company will help you. They will provide you service better. Okay, and they will also guide which way is best for the movement of the goods. Okay, so here we need to coordinate with the logistic company. Then CHA will arrange the custom clearance at the custom level. Okay, so here logistic, maybe logistic company, CHA and shipping lines, this can be same company or different company, so you have to coordinate accordingly. Okay, so logistic company will provide the logistic movement of the goods and CHA provide a service of the custom clearance. So whatever formalities required at the custom level, the CHA will help. Okay, and the shipping line will help us the movement cargo from, provide the empty container. Okay, then they will empty container. After booking the container, we will receive the empty container, then we stuff the good in container. Then after custom clearance examination, shipment will sail on the ship. Okay, so for the movement of goods, we also need to coordinate with the shipping line. Okay, for the import export shipment. Okay, so these things need to be keep in mind. We are handling this import and export shipment, so we have to coordinate with this particular companies. Okay, service providers. Now we will understand next para. In this paragraphs, negotiation with transportation for import export shipments. So here you have to understand that the negotiation is very important in every company. So we must negotiate in right way so that it can be favor the company, like saving of the cost, right? So if you are assigning the duty of the negotiation rate of the transportation, so what is your responsibility in such case? Okay, so first you will try to find out the best transporters which can provide you best service with the best cost effective way. Okay, so it here's not only the best service, but also we keep in mind that transporter can provide the best service with uh, low cost. Okay, so negotiation will be done in the best of the service and cost effective way. So in such case, what you will do, you just need to send the RFQ. Okay, you just send the request for quotations, and the transporter will provide the quotation, and as for best you can choose and get approval from the senior management. Okay, now the transportation, we need to keep in mind the transportation we need not for the domestic level, transportation need for the import export shipments. Okay, so the transporter, we need to take a rate from the transporter which work nearest seaport, nearest ICD. Okay, so that they must aware the regularity working of the custom and seaport, and they understand the things that like any containers which reach at the seaport. So as per timeline, we need to hand over this container to the shipping line, because that the detention charge will apply if we will not return the empty container to the shipping line. Okay, so this thing is also important, that transporter keep in mind that they will not uh, do such thing that shipping line will charge us. Okay, so this is important things must aware that while negotiation with transportation, also keep in mind this point. Now should have experience in port like Navasheva, ICD, and for custom clearance. Okay, so in case of import, mostly shipment ship berth at the Navasheva port, Mundra port, and like that. So must experience in this operation experience. Okay, so as executive of the import export shipping, there is no need to go at the seaport, but our agent will work on the seaport. Okay, but the working activity need to understand what charges will apply by the Navashiva or the Mundra. So operational experience required for like a Navashiva port. If you importing any good at the Navashiva port, then you have to pay stamp duty. The same way Mundra port. So there are different kind of charges apply on the different type of the port. So you should have the experience, operational experience of such port. Okay, also the ICD. So ICD is the place where inland container depots, also it's called, on the all the empty container and the loaded container warehouses uh, also be available nearest the ICD. Okay, so what ICD help us? Okay, this is the inland container depot where shipment examination will be done. Okay, so just like your factory in NCR, then your shipment will examine nearest ICD like a TKD or ICD Gadi or Padpadganj, or we can say Dadri. Okay, these are the nearest ICD where shipment will examine. Okay, on before this we have talked about seaport. Okay, so at seaport, sometimes seaport also at the seaport we can also custom clearance done through the help of the CHA, but the in nearest ICD also can be used. So this operational experience required for this particular location. Next, should have experience with the documentation of EOU. Okay, so EOU, export oriented units, which are the core exporter only, not supply the domestic goods at the domestic level. So the person should also have experience in the documentation of the export oriented unit. Okay, desired candidate profile, placing booking with shipping line as per the requirement. Okay, here that by help of intra or the shipping line website, you have to book the container. Okay, just like any order we receive from the buyer, then the first activity is that first we need to follow with our production team, then packing team, and once goods are ready, then you have to book the container. So require the placing booking with shipping line through the intra or shipping line website. Okay, checking each booking confirmation carefully. Okay, so this is the also important task, assigning to the person of who is responsible for the executive of export import job. So what is the responsibility? Checking each booking confirmation carefully. Okay, well, just like it, you have to book the 10 container for today. Okay, which will reach at the factory tomorrow. So in this activity, there are two containers for the Mexico, two containers for Bangladesh, two containers for Sri Lanka, two containers for Peru. So the you have to check out booking confirmation carefully, that if container is available for that Peru or not, container available for the Argentina or not. So this thing need to keep in mind that we have received booking confirmation or not. Just like sometime for the particular locations, container inventory is not available. Okay, for that confirmation also required. Confirmation needed if container booking available or not. Sometime what happen once you book the container, but when your transporter uh, went for the go to for the um, physical container for loading on the trailer, then the container is not available. Okay, so for that you have to the confirmation is very important. If shipping line giving confirmation or not, providing booking confirmation. Okay, so share this booking confirmation to the transporter. So once DO received from shipping line, then transporter pick up the empty container from the shipping yard. So guys, in this session we have covered some important points which are the belong to the job responsibility of the executive import export shipping. Okay, so basically this job is for the manufacturing company located in the Delhi NCR. So we will cover in the next session the balance job responsibility for this particular job role, executive export import shipping. So guys, thank you for watching the session. Have a nice day.